Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. I really hope everybody is doing well in these dark, scary times and you're sitting at home as much as you can. And I just want to send my love to all of you and I hope it will get better very soon. And yeah, I hope you like my new background. I decided to do something different this time. Guys, I want to talk about some rose today. So since it's spring already and we want to be uplifted a little bit, I just want to talk about my favorite rose scents, and I have rose for every occasion. And just a disclaimer, I know that rose is in majority of scents as a note, but these perfumes have the rose as a prominent accord in them, so they're mainly about rose. And of course, as always, everything that I'm mentioning and everything that I'm wearing will be linked down below for you guys. I made that mistake once to not link the things and it was not a good idea. So everything will be down below if you're interested in purchasing any of the items that I'm talking about. So let's start and let's go ahead and just classify the roses I'm gonna talk about. So I've got some fresh, uplifting, sweet, zesty rose. I have a deep oriental rose oud classical oriental combination. I've got some sexy mysterious rose and I have some very classy ones. So let's start with the lightest one, and this is a scent that's quite new in my collection, but I fell in love with it as soon as I got it. It's absolutely amazing. It's such a refreshing, gorgeous, quite sweet rose with a lot of zestiness in it, and the longevity is amazing, which is very surprising because most of these, you know, light rosy scents are not very long lasting, which I hate. That's why I don't really wear those light springy rosy scents, to be honest, but this one is an exception. So I'm gonna talk about Oscar de la Renta Bella Rosa, and this is the eau de parfum. It's quite a new release actually. I mean, not like new, but I think it's like 2 years old or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is the rose fresh scent. It has some orris in it. It's gorgeous. It's quite sweet, but it still has some freshness to it. Very nice. And what's even more important is that many people claim this one to be a Delina, Parfums Delina, the OG one, a dupe. I'm gonna make a video where I compare all the dupes of Delina with the original Delina, and I'm gonna share my opinion about it. I'm just waiting for one product to come, so that will be posted soon for you guys. But going back to Oscar de la Renta, yes, it does have a Delina vibe, definitely. I can smell it because I did compare both of them, and it does have a Delina vibe in the dry down. At first, it's not comparable at all, and of course Delina is much richer, you know, richer niche scent. This one is way more linear. It's quite a linear scent, I must say. It doesn't change much from the beginning till the end, but it's such a lovely perfume that I'm totally okay with it being linear and not changing too much, because, you know, it's a gorgeous fresh, light, but still very long-lasting rose. Since I haven't been out for a while due to the obvious, I cannot tell much about compliments or sillage because, you know, not many people sniffed me. But other than that, I absolutely love it, and Delina or not, this is a great way to go, and it's also quite inexpensive. So yeah, go check it out because it's a gorgeous scent, and I think, you know, it's so likable. I think everybody would like it. So yeah, that's Bella Rosa. Next, I have a very interesting scent. It's very interesting because I don't get the notes that most people get in it, to be honest. I tested it out throughout the day and night, and people usually say it's like, oh, so nice and fresh and uplifting. To me, it's not at all. It's a super classy leather rose scent. And I'm talking about my absolute favorite, which I haven't talked about on my channel before. And this is Valentino Dona. So first of all, the bottle is just amazing. This is one of my favorite bottles of perfumes, like hands down. So this is a rose that is very powdery, but is also mixed with iris, and the iris actually makes it quite powdery, but the dry down is very, very leathery. There is some vanilla to it as well, which makes it tiny sweeter, but the vanilla is not that prominent. I mainly get leather and rose from it. So if you like leather, and also if you're a guy, you can totally pull this one off. To me, the dry down especially is very masculine. So it's so good. It's not your light, fresh, girly rose, even though the bottle, you know, and the pink liquid says otherwise. I was sure it would be like, you know, this airy fairy rosy. No, not at all. It's a very deep leather rose scent. It's a little bit powdery. Some people say it's like this lipsticky scent. I don't really get it. Mainly on my skin, I get leather and rose. So it's a beautiful scent. I tested it out. The longevity is a beast. So, you know, I slept with it. And the next day I actually smelled it pretty perfectly on my skin. So yeah, Valentino Dona is a way to go if you like those classier, deeper scents. I wouldn't say it's a going out scent. To me, it's perfect for every day, perfect for any weather, any season, really. Because, you know, it's not very, like intense. It's more of a skin scent, but still very long lasting. So I highly recommend Valentino Dona. So that's that. Another classy rose, but with a strong patchouli and a little bit of a fruit note, is C by Giorgio Armani. And I love this perfume. It's very mature, I must say. It has some black currant in it, which makes it a little bit more zesty in the beginning, a little bit more fruity, but still the mix between the rose and patchouli is very prominent in this fragrance. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really like patchouli in general. This is not my vibe. And especially I hate patchouli mixed with gourmands like Angel by Mugler or Angel Muse by Mugler, which I really wanted to love, by the way, because of, you know, those gorgeous notes that are in it, but I just hate it. I cannot. So yeah, this is one of the patchoulis that I can take, and mainly because if you mix patchouli with a very zesty, soury note, like a fruit or something, or like a fresh rose, it actually balances it very nicely. So I can totally take patchouli in it. Very nice scent, very mature, very classy, so perfect for workwear, but I would totally put it off during a date night or something. Also, I think it's totally good in spring, summer, winter, autumn, wherever. Very good all-rounder. So that's C. Next, I'm gonna talk about one of my absolutely favorite perfumes, and this is a gorgeous vanilla oriental balsamic rose, and very gourmand. So this is our gourmand rose now, and this is my absolutely favorite Dior Poison Eau de Parfum. And by the way, many people ask me, if you have Eau de Toilette version, should you get Eau de Parfum as well? Which one's better? Guys, you have to know that I will always, most of the time, say that Eau de Parfum is better because the ciliage is better, longevity is better, it's way more deep, it's not as airy-fairy kind of scent, because to me Eau de Toilette is very like, it is nice, but it's super generic. This one has a gorgeous deepness to it. It's gorgeously blended for a designer fragrance. It's not as, you know, sweet and cloying as Hypnotic Poison. It's a gorgeous oriental rose and vanilla combination with gourmands. I really love it. You know, the longevity is fantastic. To me, this is a rose, a clubbing rose, a going out rose, evening rose, perfect for those occasions. So my favorite Oriental Balsamic Vanilla Rose, Poison Girl by Dior. And last but definitely not least, Oud Rose combination. So you already know what I'm gonna talk about. This is Shahav Oud by Swiss Arabian. By the way, I'm so happy, guys, that you love it as much as I do, because I know that a lot of you order it after my recommendations. So really makes me happy. And this is a perfect, nicely blended rose and oud and pralines. Very good. If you're new to oud environment in general, this is a great start, because the oud is not oh, I just got some perfumes in my throat, which was not nice. It doesn't taste good, just so you know. Nevertheless, this is not this like barnyard oud, you know what I mean? It doesn't smell like farm. It's very nicely blended. It's very toned down oud note. So I highly recommend it if you're just starting out with ouds. Also, it's very similar to Lancome's Oud Bouquet. Very good fragrance. Again, the longevity is perfect. All the fragrances I talked about today are amazing when it comes to lasting power. They really do, even the fresh, airy ones. So yeah, this is the last one that I wanted to share with you. So we have rose for any occasion. Light and zesty, fruity, classy, Oriental Vanilla Gourmand, and the classic Oriental Oud Rose. So guys, I really hope you liked it. Let me know what your favorite rose fragrances are, and please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye!